Next, I'm very, very pleased to introduce Larry Pierce and from the Washington Youth Academy. And Scott, did you want to come too? Yeah. The Washington Youth Academy, for those of you who may have had the good fortune of visiting, is located on the Olympic Peninsula. I think that they're trying to do some expansion over into Eastern Washington, but it's a remarkable program, and so we're very pleased to welcome you, Mr. Pierce.
Well, thank you, Madam Chair and members of the committee. We really appreciate the invitation to be here today. The Washington Youth Academy is part of a larger system. It's part of the National Guard Youth Challenge program. And that program was developed as an initiative from the Department of Defense through the Strategic Center for International Studies. And basically, our goal is to work with individuals who have dropped out of high school or are at risk of dropping out. And we're kind of looking for those individuals who've gone through their school systems, alternative ed programs, and other interventions and have not succeeded there. Our focus really is on 16 to 18-year-olds, and the program is a 17-and-a-half-month program. 22 weeks of that is a residential program where they're engaged living on campus, and they're engaged 24/7 with activities, and we keep them highly structured during that time and keep them engaged in a number of activities. We have a quasi-military model, and we really stay away from the term boot camp. We are not a boot camp program, but we use the positive aspects of military training to provide the structure that these young men and women need to get their lives in order. The program is built around 8 core components, and you'll see those listed: physical fitness, life coping skills, leadership and followership, responsible citizenship, job skills, health and hygiene, service to community, and academic excellence. And each of those have a lot of subtasks that are under them they must complete. For example, under responsible citizenship, if they're of age, they must register with the Selective Service or register to vote. So we give them opportunities to vote if they're on campus during an election cycle. And under service to community, they all are required to complete a minimum of 40 hours of service to learn the intrinsic value of giving back to others. And we provide over $400,000 in-kind service to the local community through work with Parks and Recreation, the local STEM elementary school that's down the road, Boys and Girls Clubs, and other activities. The program really is, the baseline funding is 75% federal, which comes out of defense appropriations and is administered by the National Guard, and it's 25% state, and that's through OSPI, and that's the running start state average is what we get. So we only collect for students who are in seats at the time. The program is designed around a life intervention and credit recovery focus across the states. There's a slightly different focus in many states where the primary program is GED focused. And Governor Gregoire, when she brought the program with Major General Lowenberg, who was the tag of the military department at the time, decided that we were not going to be a GED producing state, because for us, a GED is dropout, essentially. So all of our kids are on track. We have maybe 1 or 2 a year that just are so credit efficient that we can't get them a high school diploma when they return back to their home high school, so they might GED. But everyone else, we track them for a return to their home high school and to graduate on time with their class. And so that's our effort. They can earn up to 8 credits while they're with us. And the average number of credits is about 7.8 out of 8 possible average. So you can see our students are earning credits at a high level and achieving well. I've just noted a couple of studies there. there's a Center for Naval Analyses and the Spectrum Group. Both of those are consultants either for NGB or for the Office of the Secretary of Defense. And they've both visited our campus and have given us high marks as to the program and our ability to work with youth and the positive results that we're getting. One of those was really interesting, a non-cognitive skills study, and how the non-cognitive skills that we teach, the soft skills like resiliency, grit, determination, and how those things really impact their cognitive skills development. And they were found at the Youth Academy to impact across all the dimensions of the academic studies. So, which is pretty unusual because it didn't happen in any other academy. And just the last thing that we noted on the next slide. You can just see some demographics there, and I'd just like to point out our graduation rates. The national average is 70%, and since our inception, we've always been above 70%, and our last class was over 90% graduation, and these are all individuals who are on the way out the door, basically, at their high school, and interventions have failed there. So thank you for this opportunity, and I'd be open to any questions.
Okay, and we have run out of time, except that I did promise that one of our members would have the opportunity to speak. Before I open the opportunity there, I wondered if the Commandant would like to offer any specific comments.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would just like to stress that the reason that we're able to get the results has everything to do with the unwavering commitment to the relationship. We have to earn their trust. They're in a structured environment, and it's difficult for them, but the relationship, that tough love, and the partnership that we have with all of the faculty members that represent all of the facets of their development during the residential phase is the reason for the results. Eliminating the distractions is an obvious benefit, but if we don't capitalize on that opportunity by developing a relationship where we work together and there's nowhere that they can turn to probe for weaknesses, they're going to get the job done because we inspire them to do so. So it's all about that commitment to the relationship, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Representative Lovick has a question.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, thank both of you. I want to thank both of you. And how does one get to tour the facility? Is it possible that I could come out and go on a tour?
Absolutely. We would love to have you out. We've had the Education Committee actually come out and meet at the Academy before, but you're more than welcome, and we'll get you some contact information on how to do that.